It seems like we've got the bug, no pun intended, but we want to convert Spike's old cage into a new vertical, awesome crested gecko cage. It was super dirty and had all this bark in there. I took the bark out, put some vinegar and water in there. I want to kind of just clean that up, and then we're gonna convert it into a vertical, awesome cage for some crested geckos. Okay, so with a little bit of water, elbow grease, and then with vinegar, we scrub this baby clean. It's starting to look pretty good. And next, we're gonna start laying out some wood and how we're gonna build the rest. Okay, so this is a really cool piece of wood that we found at the lake. These are a couple more, and we're gonna be cleaning these up and using them in the tank. I think I need to take this one back and scrub it because it still has all that algae and stuff on it. I don't want that to be on there. I kind of like it. I think once I clean it up, get rid of that green. What's awesome though, let me show you, turn the camera back around. There's all kinds of really cool stones. This is a root, I think, of a tree. See these cool rocks that are in here? There's a couple more, one right there. Let's show you from this side. So it's really, really a cool piece of wood. Again, I think that moss on there kind of scares me, but still should be all right. What do you think, bud?
It's gonna be so awesome.
Okay, so I'm spraying this awesome piece of wood with some Valspar top coat. I just don't want it to take on more of that lichen, more of that moss, more of that algae. I think that would be bad, that would be unhealthy. So I'm gonna spray it up. Alright, so here is all the foam work we put in. The goal was to kind of create what might have been a part of a tree back there. And then some stuff just down on the bottom. So we can dig different tunnels.
Yeah!
Different things in there for them to hide it, huh, bud?
Yeah!
Pretty awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and cut holes in here and all different places so that the eventual crested geckos will have places to hide. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and cut some holes, and right about here and maybe here up on top so that we can actually put some plants in it. Some live plants will help with humidity and it'll make it even cooler looking.
I'm gonna make a hole in this side for the froglets, and the bugs.
Good boy. I picked up this fake silk fern at our local craft supply store, and it's too big to go in here just like that, so I'm actually going to take it and make it a little bit smaller by feeding wire back through, and we'll see if it'll work out. Okay, now we got a bunch of silicone. We're gonna go ahead and finish up some of these tree features. Looks pretty cool. Alright, so that was kind of fun. Mixing black silicone with brown silicone gives it a little bit more of a naturalistic look. Using a paintbrush to smooth it all over. And now we're going to throw on some moss, some dirt, some bark, and see if we can make it look even more real. Alright, so here it is for now. After applying intentionally excess moss and all kinds of excess dirt, the idea is that some of it will stay, but a lot of it will fall off. So we'll let it cure for about 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what it does. What do you think, bud?
Amazing.
Okay, so this is how it's looking now. I think it's looking pretty cool. Now it's time to insert one of the ivies, or excuse me, fern right here, and another one up here. Alright, the last thing to go in here is this live plant from Lowe's. You can see some spots where some foam and silicone got up where it shouldn't be. I'm going to clean that up now. Okay, it's starting to look pretty clean. Next, I'm going to paint all of this yellow brown. Okay, now it's looking like it's painted, covered up all the foam, cleaned up all the rest of the excess. Now I'm gonna try and fit on the acrylic face. What do you think, baby?
Yeah.
Is it awesome? It's awesome. Are you excited to get some frog butts?
Yeah.
Frog butts is gonna be cool. Woo! It looks like all the acrylic is gonna fit. I put some holes in down here for a little bit of, I don't know, airflow. And then I'm playing with how I'm gonna close it up here at top. So I realized after a minute that my design had a flaw, that I just had ventilation at the bottom. That would be intake, but I would need an outtake, I guess. Next bell area. So thanks to my homie Serpa Designs, not my homie yet, but hey, shout out to that guy, super talented guy. Check his channel out. Yep, this is kind of his idea, his design, so I'm marrying him. Thanks, Serpa dude. I just painted the little brackets. Just as soon as the silicone's drying, these are going on. Alright, so fast forward, and some of the hardware's on, put some magnets. It's just been a struggle, I'm not gonna lie, to get to this point, so I haven't been filming a whole lot of it, but it's almost there. And meanwhile, that everything kind of dries, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in some of the substrate. I'm just gonna be repurposing some of this old reptile bark. Cleaned it up with some vinegar and it's looking pretty good. I got this cool piece of, what is it, cork at my local pet store, Jay's Pets, and use the same process of silicone, and moss, and I think it turned out pretty cool. Hoping that it'll be a hide for some curious little crested geckos. We'll go ahead and put that in here too. And here is yet another simple piece of bark with some terrarium moss. This is sheet moss. I'm gonna put that piece in too and kind of make it even more enticing for the geckos to hang out in that little hide down there. In short, I'm really pretty darn happy with it. I think it's gonna be a pretty awesome house. Hope these guys are happy in here. All kinds of places to hide and hang out and just be happy. Alright, so here is the finished product. Definitely not a pro job, but you know what? I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks good enough for who it's for. I think we're gonna love it.